Hello and welcome to CareTrack. In the next few minutes, I'd like to introduce you to the many benefits of CareTrack and Volvo customer support agreements and show how they can really add value to your business. But first, I'd like you to meet two customers. Say hello, guys. Before we get started, I've just got a bit of business to finish up. So that's your blue agreement, which includes your agreed service intervals, fixed fee and of course genuine Volvo parts and service. And you're covered for the next 36 months.
Another 3 years of machine reliability. Fantastic.
Well, that's all for now. Okay. But don't go away because there's someone I'd like you to meet. Good. Another happy customer. So, how are things? Business okay?
Don't ask. This day just goes from bad to worse.
Well, what's the problem?
Well, where do I start? 2 of my machines have had to go in for servicing that I hadn't planned for.
Oh, no. Well, have you thought about...
Hold on, I haven't finished yet. I've got a project deadline I'm going to miss because of this downtime. Oh. And that's going to cost me more money and lose the profit on the job.
That sounds familiar. I used to have all those kinds of problems at my place.
Well, the annoying thing is, if I'd known about this downtime in advance, I could have planned around it. What I need is something that allows me to closely monitor the status of my machines. Then I could plan servicing well in advance.
I understand, so availability is critical, and you'd like to monitor your machines and plan your machine service more effectively. Well, you can. It's called CareTrack.
CareTrack?
With CareTrack, you can get real-time information on your entire Volvo fleet. Information like service intervals, machine usage, and even service reminders. In fact, Volvo can also work with you to proactively monitor your machines. That way, we can suggest service and maintenance requirements which you might have missed. What do you think?
Well, it sounds impressive, but it would because you're a salesman.
Well, don't just take my word for it.
No, he's right, you know. CareTrack gives me the information I need. It means I can stay completely up to date and in control of my entire fleet. And what's more, I can really unlock the value of the information CareTrack provides with my customer support agreement.
Customer support agreement? Mm-hmm. And what's that?
It's a service contract tailor-made for the specific needs of your business and your machines. Volvo designed and built your machines, so we know exactly what it takes to keep them maintained and operating at their best. So far, we've looked at some of the things that CareTrack can do for your business. Now let's take a look at how the Volvo Customer Support Agreement could also work for you. Let's go back to my two customers and see if any of their issues sound familiar to you. Yeah. Why not tell us about your Customer Support Agreement?
Well, I've just renewed my blue agreement for another 3 years, which gives me the reassurance that the planning and costs of my service requirements are all taken care of. Plus, it's a fixed fee. So not only do I get optimum uptime, but it also makes it much easier for me to plan any future expenditure. Well, here, have a look.
Thank you. Well, yeah, I mean, it looks interesting, and it's certainly something to think about. But, hey, can CareTrack help me with this worst-case scenario? I mean, my costs are going up, my profits are going down.
That's not looking too healthy.
Well, it's the cost of fuel. It's going through the roof and it's destroying my profit margins. But, I mean, hey, surely that's a problem across the whole industry.
I think it's fair to say that fuel consumption and fuel costs are certainly the hottest topics in the industry at the moment. And CareTrack can really add value here. I should tell this customer about it. Did you know that CareTrack can give you up-to-the-minute fuel reports across your entire fleet?
Well, fuel reports are useful information to have, but it's not just how much fuel I'm using, but how I've used it.
Well, what sort of thing did you mean?
Well, I have to work efficiently, but some of my guys, they treat the job site like a racetrack. Oh, yeah. If only there was a way I could monitor fuel consumption on each of my machines. And on top of that, it would be great to work with the operators to achieve optimum productivity and fuel efficiency.
You can. It's called CareTrack. CareTrack gives me essential information on fuel performance. Well, then I can work with my Volvo dealer to analyse this information. And from this, we can see if fuel efficiency can be improved within the machine, with the operator, or best of all, both of them.
We'll work with you and your business to make your machines and operators as fuel efficient as possible. Operator training courses such as Volvo Eco Operator can really make the difference and result in safer, more productive and more fuel-efficient operators. We can also easily install a software option called Auto Engine Shutdown. This reduces machine idling, saves fuel, lowers CO2 emissions and uses machine hours more efficiently. The results can be monitored using CareTrack, or if you'd prefer, your Volvo dealer can take that responsibility using Matrice.
And all this starts with CareTrack. It sounds too good to be true.
The facts speak for themselves. Why not tell them how much fuel you've saved using CareTrack?
Sure. Well, using the information from CareTrack, I was able to develop an incentive rewarding the most fuel-efficient operator per machine. When I trialled this initiative on 3 machines, the result was a 15% reduction in idling time. Well, that's nearly 3,000 litres of fuel saved in 3 months. Well, I'm now rolling the programme out across my entire fleet.
So, what do you think about that then?
Well, it sounds really impressive. Here's a challenge for you then. What can you do to help me with security of my fleet? I mean, I work out in some pretty remote quarries. Yep. Can I be certain my machines are where they're supposed to be?
You can. It's called CareTrack. CareTrack also includes geofence, time fence and location reports.
Geofence means you can set working parameters for your machines. And then you'll be instantly alerted should those machines go somewhere they're not supposed to.
This is sounding really good. I'm pretty convinced that CareTrack can add value out on the job site. But can it go deeper than that? What about my office? What can it do for me here? Can it make my working processes more efficient?
That's an interesting issue, and I know CareTrack will be able to help. So far, we've seen how CareTrack can reduce unwanted downtime, make service planning more effective, and lower the cost of fuel. Now let's find out what issues our customers are experiencing in the office. What about wage administration?
Oh yeah, that is really time consuming. If only I could make that process easier.
You can.
It's called CareTrack. I use CareTrack to calculate all my operation hours. Well, I don't have to spend forever collecting data. I don't need to outsource to external agencies. I can do a week's worth of administration with the click of a button.
I've got to be honest with you guys, this is sounding interesting. In fact, it's sounding really interesting. So what's next? What do we do now? Do I need to get it installed?
Well, this is Volvo's exciting news. CareTrack is now standard fit on all new Volvo general purpose machines with 3 years free subscription. So you just need to sign up for CareTrack and let your dealer activate it. CareTrack is becoming available in more and more countries, so check with your dealer to find out more. How does that sound?
What do you think?
Well, for me, a customer support agreement was the best starting point for getting the most out of CareTrack. I definitely recommend it.
Now that's something I really want to talk about. Reducing this unwanted downtime is a top priority for me. Yeah. So how do I find out more about customer support agreements?
Simply call your dealer and they'll be able to tell you all you need to know about CareTrack and Volvo customer support agreements and how they can help your business become more productive.
Fantastic. Oh, listen, and make sure you contact me soon. I've been looking for ways to improve my business and now it looks like I can.
And it's called CareTrack. I hope the last few minutes have shown you some of the many benefits that CareTrack and Volvo customer support agreements can bring to your business. Less downtime, more effective service planning, reduced fuel costs, and less time spent on administration. CareTrack is now standard fit on all new Volvo general purpose machines with 3 years free subscription, and it's available in more and more countries. Check with your dealer to find out more. Thanks for watching.